Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Wanted to reach out to y'all real quick. Today we're going to talk a quick little transit update. I might be here for maybe like an hour. Um, I got so much energy, and I'm like knocking my damn goals out of the park. Mars and Capricorn, hello, thank you for that energy. So much that I'm like, all right, I guess that I have time to come out here and spit that crap. So I'm gonna do it. Um, I'm gonna spit it. Mars and Capricorn. You gotta love a sign in this exaltation. It just knows what to do there. Um, so if any of you are feeling that energy, go ahead and take a vote off the rip, whether you're watching this live or on the replay. Tell me how you feeling today. I see people voting already. Oh my god, I have so much energy. I know, right? Like fucking tripping, Um, Mars and Capricorn is buck wild. Um, I really love it. I gotta be honest, especially as an Aries, as well as a Scorpio rising. Okay, Mars is my dad. All right. So when you put Mars now, or my mother, I mean, it is a feminine sign, but I almost like to beg to differ. It's like the mom that don't play no crap, right? Um, so what's happening right now with this particular trans update as we are in the what's up, Missy? Ready for this adventure? Shit's bonkers. Um, Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. Mercury was in Aquarius. It then went retrograde. It went to Aquarius. I think on uh, fuck the date. I can't remember the date right now. But then it went retrograde very quickly, and then now retrograded back into what's up, Tamisha? Retrograded back into Capricorn. Now I want to let y'all know quickly why that's so significant, why that's not normal right now, and what you can kind of expect. That to me makes this very special. I thank you all for those likes as you join in on this live or otherwise. Um, Here's what I think is so magical about it. You have Pluto in Capricorn. Okay. So we know Capricorn season was beast mode. You really had to get serious. It is what it is. Most of you probably liked it. Um, I'm typing in Pluto and Capricorn right now. My tag. I realized like that's definitely important. What makes it so special was at the degree of Pluto, and I'm gonna pull up for myself. You guys can't see my screen, but Pluto is at, where is it? Right, it's 26 degrees. Okay, so what am I saying? Um, Pluto will conjunct, I don't know what day, it's only going to be in a couple days or so. Pluto will conjunct Mercury around 27 degrees, I'm guessing 26 degrees. Okay, that's money. Okay, that's degree of self worth. So you have at the degree of self worth, Taurus type energy, foundational energy, your self worth and your mind are going to match. And when it goes over Pluto, mind you, this already happened because we're in retrograde right now. So the fact that this already happened, it's just solidifying what's going down. What's going on, Secret? Yo, what's up, Lily? How y'all doing? What did you say about Mars? Missed it. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it right now. I'm super excited as well. Going on information, waiting on 3 to 5 days, and we might let the little lock rock. Ah, yes, a state visitor. So I'm going to actually visit one of you here live in Little Rock, Arkansas, which is going to be dope. I love meeting people live in person. Um, I'm going through as an Aries, and you can check your transits. I have the Aquarius new moon out. You can check the transits about how your rising sign is specifically going to be impacted. I also added in some animal oracle decks to kind of add that backup. Um, but here's a prime example. We're in this retrograde as an Aries. I'm going through an 11th house transit. This is your friends, as well as my Scorpio going through a third house transit. Okay, how is this playing out? This is playing out where like we're now, all of us, not just me, but all of us are renegotiating the value we have in the friendships and the people that we interact with and that we don't interact with. We're basically like, what up from Israel? Hey now, Tammy, love it, fucking love it. I wanted to go to Israel. I still want to go to Israel. We're looking at reevaluation of our friendships. Now, because Mercury already left Capricorn, went over Pluto, Pluto being permanent change, and then it came back now, and it was at just 29 degrees, which is like, oh crap, what happened? Um, Things went backwards. Okay, I've literally seen people that came into my life, that left out of my life, that came into my life, that left out of my life. And it's mind blowing how all the synchronicities are playing out. Now the fact that the moon is in Scorpio, shit's game changer. It's absolutely trippy. Do you hear the subtle calmness in my voice right now? But the excitement that's just blurting out. I have so much energy overflowing today. I'm going to dump it on your fucking head tops. And I'm going to do my best to give you the real knowledge. Forgive me in the glasses. I'm not trying to be cool, but this fucking ring light, people on that spiritual path and fucking artificial lighting, ugh, so disgusting, right? Um, so here's what's up, Israel. Hey, um, here's what's up. So she asked me, what did I say about Mars and Capricorn? All right, Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Thank you for those thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Mars. Before I go any further, obviously, if anybody's not on my email list, you guys got to get on there. We got to get y'all all off grid. The plans that are happening behind the scenes right now, it's getting to the point. I'm going to be meeting so many more of y'all globally. I'm going to be, before you know it, I was just talking on the phone with somebody recently. We're talking about sending planes to pick people up. I'm not even playing with you. And I seen the seriousness in her face as well when we had this conversation. It's like, can y'all imagine a day? Like, this is Capricorn wealth, baby. It's like, yo, the whole new world is being created. I talked to Lily recently, and she sent me a whole thing about how everybody's kind of almost feeling completely upside down. And I woke up literally with my blood flowing in the opposite way, upside down one day. It was crazy. It's like the whole new earth, the whole gravitational field on earth is just absolutely different. It ain't nothing close to the same. And this is with this Venus and this Mercury and Mars all being in Capricorn. This junk is bonkers. Capricorn is the height, the mountain goat, okay? The height of success. It's also earth energy, okay? It's legacy. It's literally what you build your family legacy on top of. And with all this energy going over Pluto, permanent change, repressed deep ass power, scorpionic type magnetism, what's going down right now is the whole earth will permanently switch and alter its vibrational frequency. This junk is bonkers. I know y'all feel it, but I promise you, you can't really see it for what it's worth yet. On a day like today with Scorpio moon, I think y'all 5 people in here bonkers. I can't even read your comments yet. I'm gonna get there, but I'm splurging right now. Listen, permanent fucking change. Our mind, which is Mercury, is now able to catch up to what is happening. I'm going to check the degree currently right now. So Mercury right now is at 29 degrees. 29, everybody knows, is an energetic degree. This is when shit pops off, okay? This is when we're now going back over the most climactic point in this year when Mercury and Venus first went over Pluto, when it first conjunct, when the degrees are first at the same exact, and then we went through this kaboom. Now, what's different is the first time we went through it, it was really hard to recognize that energy. It was really hard to understand what were we really valuing. There was going to be a little you have to now, you got these new power uploads, right? Literally, this is what happened. Like Capricorn is I use, okay? So it's like I use, okay, tangible resources. I use my tangible legacy in order to push as a cardinal energy the new earth forward. It's a collective sign, okay? We're pushing the new earth literally forward before it implodes and they move into Aquarius. Now, that's the first time going through. However, when you now retrograde that bitch, and you have to go back, Mercury and Venus, and you have to go back over what already has been done. Okay. Now you have used Capricorn and pushed forward your resources, literally, that you have cultivated inwardly that reflects outwardly, not just money, okay, but your resources. It now backtrack goes over. So now you come back and you're like, oh no, I know what I'm doing this time. Last time I was brand new. I was fresh out the womb in the new earth. I didn't know how to use my superpowers yet. I didn't know how to use my abilities. But I felt something change. I felt something going on. I felt something in my body because all earth signs, they feel in the body. Okay. They get their intuition, it rings in their body. So what am I saying? Shit's game changer. This is what I'm saying. You're not gonna know what the fuck to do. You're not gonna know what's really going on, but you do. Okay. So what this looks like now, when you count relationships and Venus and what we love, okay, and how we are attached to certain relationship dynamics, this is what's going down. We're skipping the line. We are not at the stage right now where we have to do the small talk. Capricorn don't do small talk. Capricorn does big money talk. Capricorn does big dog talk. Okay. Capricorn is very reserved in its speech. It doesn't really fuck with everybody. It doesn't really fuck with everybody. Who does it fuck with? The real ones. Okay. Literally, Earth. Real ones. It only fucks with the realists. So what does that mean? Soulmates, okay, are just pulling out of the woodworks, all right, on the new earth. And y'all don't have to have that little small talk. Y'all, I've been having conversations where we're just getting into the nitty-gritty of like the most secretive parts about our sex lives that you didn't tell anybody. You didn't even tell your best people now about these stories. And now it's like you're just randomly meeting people and you're able to talk. Because listen. Mars in Capricorn is exalted. It is the strongest. Mars is our sex drive. So what are we saying? So even in that space, everybody, well, not if you're real, I ain't gonna say everybody, but if you're real, okay, you're able to sit there and communicate raw, like Capricorn would, straight to the point, skip the bullshit. I only knew you 15 seconds ago, but we can talk about our sex life real in depth, okay, real cutthroat to the point, and understanding that, you know, you didn't have to have that small talk conversation. This ain't a small talk season, baby. This is Big Daddy. This is Big Daddy season. This is Big Daddy season. Even though Capricorn is a feminine energy, it's like big dick energy. It's big dick mama energy. Okay. Everybody know what big dick mama energy is. The game has changed. All right. All right. All right. Listen. Let me check in with y'all. Let me read the comments because I'm gonna try to oh damn. All right. Oh crap. Look at this. Look at this. I got so much energy. I ain't even give y'all a nice camera. That's my fault. I ain't even give y'all a nice joint. Hold up. Y'all ain't even did anybody warn me on there? That got me out here. It got me out here looking like a fool. All right. Let's put this camera on. All right. Let's see what's happening. My damn red shades over here got me okay. Where is my camera? Can I change it now? You don't have access to this feature. Oh, I guess I started it like this. And it might be done like that. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna rock the ugly. We're gonna rock the dirty camera today. Let me show you how much I don't give a fuck. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're not gonna get the nice camera on. It's not coming on, and I'm not restarting this live. So that's just bad. It's just too damn bad. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is too damn bad. Okay. All right. You don't have access. Yeah, it's telling me I don't have access. I don't have access. I can't change it. All right. We ain't on Zoom. Let me check your comments. Okay. Forgive me. I'm like, damn. I got my real MacBook camera, the one they be trying to spy on me on. I'm super excited about information. Okay. Bang. Israel. Bang. It's not a good time to visit Israel. Hopefully things will change. I do agree. I do agree. I It's kind of why I looked over it for a minute. Please do. I need all the energy. It's been crazy these days. Not allowing myself to get toxic. Bang. Mars and Taurus, 6th house. Yo, last 2 days, I reorganized my house. I've been cleaning. Yo, last night I started cleaning. I was like obsessed too. I don't know if that had anything to do. I was obsessed. I had got some news, and I tell you, I had so much energy, and this news was just like, Moon and Scorpio joint. I'm seeing more than I thought I was ever going to ever see. I'm discovering secrets, okay? Because right now, what the fuck, right? Okay, now we have Scorpio in the South Node. This is the first time that the moon, okay, the most frequent shifting planet in the astrology, has conjunct and passed directly over the South Node for the first time in 2022. What does that mean? Secrets are coming out. Secrets are coming out. Your sex life is on bout. Whoa. Your sex life is all out. Whoa. All your traumas here. But we gonna bring it near. Ooh. Closer to Taurus. We gonna smooth it out. Because Taurus likes all the simple things, right? Taurus ain't about all that extra drama like Scorpio will be on a level where Scorpio don't really do drama, because honestly, Scorpio is pure light. Okay, so it's not about drama like that, but it's drama in a sense where it does involve everything involving the underworld. Okay, so if you think about the word disintegration, I'm going to say this for a second. Dis in Greek, I believe is Greek. Forgive me if it's not. In Greek mythology, dis means underworld. Okay, integration. So disintegration is what's happening with the new earth. We are integrating the underworld. That's what disintegration is. We are integrating the underworld aspects of our character, of our what is building our integrity, Capricorn integrity, disciplining ourselves with the integrity of the underworld on a day like yesterday and today, okay? Of everything scorpionic. Being in the the south node in Scorpio, it means that in order for us to have these Taurus simple pleasures, okay, the money, the comfort, the banging ass food, the yummy ass nani. Yep, I just did that. The yummy nani, all that. In order to get the simple life, the tantric life, okay, the sensuality that we are craving in our relationships. Venus now in Capricorn, Mercury, our mind matching up in Capricorn, bringing the integrity, bringing Mars in Capricorn, the sex drive. Listen, okay. First off, if if you are romantically involved with somebody, you're gonna probably notice, depending on where your Capricorn placements are in other places, you're gonna notice you're gonna want to be on top right now. Hey, I see 10 people on here. Let me get 10 thumbs up. Thank you. Yo, so you're gonna be recognizing, yeah, Capricorn really likes to be dominant in a way. Okay, Capricorn is domain. It's like, look, I run shit here. So you might find yourself, it really could be on one of the two extremes. Okay, you really could be like, look, I'm here. I'm on top. I'm about to do the drilling, whether you're the male or the female. Okay. Or you can find a complete different thing. Capricorn works hard all day. Mars and Capricorn. Mars is work. Okay. Mars is also cut. So it's like cutthroat. Literally, it's like get to the point. Okay. It's like get the job done. So now what you could also realize is because all this Capricorn works so hard, it also, when it comes home to its partner, it could be on the complete opposite side. I did this on the Capricorn Rising video, and it could want to be submissive. It could want to say, look, I worked my ass off all day to build this legacy. I worked my ass off all day to build the foundation and create the new earth that everybody is now on frequency, on vibration with, and everybody loving that shit. Thank y'all for those thumbs up. And so what it'll do at the same time, depending on his mood, is say, look, I want my woman or I want my man to rock my shit. I want to just let go. Because Capricorn, it has such a masculine presence to it, but it is also still a feminine energy, which means what? It's not building this shit for no reason. It's building this shit to retire for life. So what that could look like on a day to day, not just retire for itself, but retire for his family. 8-8 on screen. Look, 8-8-8 on screen. One, psychological transformations that we're going through on a Scorpio moon. On top of that, two, power, baby, which is Capricorn. In this instance, related to the life, death, rebirth process, which you have to go through in Scorpio before you get to Sag and then Capricorn. Okay. The life, death process on Scorpio. I'm all over the place. Forgive me. The life, death process, the life, rebirth process on Scorpio, which then we find the optimism that we discovered in the underworld back in Scorpio, aka that went over the South Node in Scorpio. Now we bring the optimism, we bring all this stuff to light, which says what? We now have hope. And for the first time, Sagittarius right now is not in the South Node. For the first time, that it's been back over the moon. What does this mean? It means that when we go through tomorrow, all of the underworld integration that you had to put, disintegration, okay, you have to break it down to build up it up. You have to break the world down to build it up. So disintegration. Now, when we go back into Sagittarius tomorrow, the hope that we feel for the first time is going to feel like real Sagittarius hope. Everything prior, it was in the South Node, so it's like I got to pull the hope out in order for us to, disseminate the information with the North Node and Gemini. But that's done now. So what does this mean? Now, today we're in Scorpio, we then go to Sag tomorrow. We're gonna feel a real hope, but it's gonna be a little fleeting at the end of the day. I think there's some other shit happening where it's gonna be like, Yeah, it was there. You're gonna get that spark. Use that spark. You're gonna love that spark, and we're gonna need that spark. Because I know y'all going through some shifts right now. Okay. I know y'all going through some changes. I know y'all going through some uh you're understanding your hidden desires. All right. Scorpio moon over the South Node. You're understanding what are your hidden desires so that you know what you need to work towards for the Taurus simplicity being in the North Node. So what's beautiful about this is, and I say this as a Scorpio rising, so I noticed that it when it hit 23 degrees today, and my Scorpio rising is at 23 degrees, I had a lightning download. Okay, 23 degrees, degree of Aquarius, lightning download, and I was like, and so I was writing in my book today, and I went through, I finished another chapter, Capricorn accomplishments, baby, hoorah, motherfuckers, let's fucking go, let's fucking get it, okay. But beyond that, uh I didn't have anybody to go home and lay down with. That would have been great, but whatever. Um, Beyond that, mm, let me check in with the comments. All right, I'm pooping out the booty cheeks today. I'm on fire. It is what it is. Now it's not a good time to visit Aries. Okay, please do. Yeah, Mars and Taurus. Mars really had me crack, had me in that crackhead energy. You feel me right now? I'm fucking cracking too. Yes. Hey Tamisha, how's the babies? Bang, bang. Missy, crackhead, not a crackhead. Yes, the crackhead energy. Yes. I love all y'all. I love y'all for just communicating with each other while I was on my tangents. Capricorn getting my nerve because it's an opposite sign. Oh yeah, that's the shadow, huh? That shadow coming out. I learned to be calm and bouncing your toxic people who try to manipulate me. Oh, that's a good point. So the manipulation. Okay, so people don't recognize this about Cap energy. All right. One of the queens of gaslight is Cancer. Okay. So the shadow side of this is Capricorn. Capricorn wants dominance. Okay. Literally control. So you have to watch for Capricorn energy because 10th house, Capricorn energy, Saturnian energy, that is the structures, that is government. Okay. So for whatever reason, the world is under the control and the guise that it is, aka the strong, this is the way. Understand that this is Capricorn. This is capitalism in America, control through any governmental structures. Okay, let's talk FDA. Let's talk. Uh, I'm not going to start naming these things off because man, when I tell you I am the first one to get kicked off of everything, so I'm not. I'm starting to be mindful. I'm not. I'm not gonna keep letting motherfuckers take away my power. So I'm gonna let y'all use your imagination. But what am I saying? Manipulation. Okay, look into the world and how much are the people collectively, Capricorn, a collective sign. How many collective narratives do you see through the forms of manipulation? So Venus, Capricorn, our attachments, understanding them to how we desire control. Okay, Mars, desire, also in Capricorn, how we desire control and think in the way of how we can control others. People are doing this. You got to be real honest because now you have the ability to use Capricorn. I use your superpower to decide. Capricorn is also like I decide, to be able to use how to decide, or to be able to decide how to use your superpower. Because now you have no excuse for people manipulating you. We've already gone through that gauntlet. We've already finished up that trial and error. You don't have any excuses anymore. I don't know who said that, but you're gonna have people try to manipulate you, and I'm gonna say, you're gonna have to cut that shit out real quick, and understand how Capricorn does it, because this is the energy in the sky right now. Capricorn just says, I know my worth, bitch. I didn't become a billionaire. I didn't get to the top of the mountain like the mountain goat because I didn't know my worth. Right? Like worth begins and foundational in Taurus. All right. We work on that worth incessantly in Virgo. Okay. By the time Capricorn get it, it's just like, look, it's the last final push on manifestation, but you already worthy, baby girl. You already worthy, baby boy. Big dick energy, BDE, baby. I see that. Here we go. Um, You got a secret balance. Bang, bang, bang. Yes, I haven't talked to my fam like I used to. No time for relationships that feel one side or low vibrational. Hey, respect to you. Real recognize real, baby girl. My 10th house is in Capricorn. Ooh, big dick energy. I see 10th house Capricorn. I think This damn, it's harder to read in these glasses. Who would have guessed? They just passed the crazy law in Nazi Germany. I just watched the Nazi Germany video last night on Netflix. And it was crazy how I got there. I don't think it will last, but to show how deep that rabbit hole go. I just watched a Nazi Germany video last night on Netflix. I think it just came out too. Come visit in the summer. Hell yeah, Tammy, we're gonna do it. Tammy, did I meet you in Mexico? Are you the same Israeli girl I met in Mexico? I don't know if that's true or not. Forgive me if I don't remember. I did meet somebody there. I don't remember their name. I noticed I've been cooking more. Yep. Blame it on Taurus. No. Yep. That good food. Okay. Kind of understanding, checking the foundational security. I just set up I just got my bank card in. Okay, Capricorn type shit. It's like, look, I'm getting ready to fly out of the country. I need to get my shit. I need to get my shit in check. I was like, I need this card with international no fees. Okay, you could be charging me fees for these international purchases. Go ahead and throw me that. Throw me that business card. Okay. Capricorn shit. Get your shit in order. That's what I'm trying to basically say. Do your Excel sheets right now. It's a great time to get real methodical on the plan. Backtrack through the plan. This is what retrogrades are. Give me an opportunity to backtrack on your long-term plan. What are you striving for long-term? Okay. Cardinal energy in Capricorn. We got a whole shit ton of it in the sky. If you don't know your plan and you don't know where you're pushing, you're gonna have all this energy and you're gonna waste it. I gotta tell y'all something real quick after this, and after I read through y'all, it's kind of like understanding for checking foundational security. Yep, being on top seems about right. Getting a lot of hellos from the opposite sex lately. Hey now. Wait, was that a good thing or a bad thing? It looked like it might not be a good thing. That's what's up. Being on top seems right on. Yeah, baby. I like to send donations via YouTube. Yeah, I don't think I have that option yet. Don't name. We know who. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate y'all because they're not gonna kick me. You're not gonna ban me. They've been trying. They done got me on every other network. They got me already on Instagram. They be threatening me on Facebook for years now. I like YouTube too much. Yo, let's meet for coffee. I'm that guy. I am that coffee meet guy. I swear to God, I got a second house in Sagittarius. I value flying in somewhere just to do food. Okay. Did you hear what I said? Food being in second house. I will fly in somewhere. Literally, long distance trip. I will cross borders just to be like, what up? And then I'll fly back and no one will know I left because I just do it too much to talk about it. Okay, listen. All right. So here we go. I will be in Mexico. All right. I know I was telling y'all Portugal prior, by the way. Mexico was the official. I'm booked. Plane. $71 for my flight, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love second house Sagittarius, just lucky on the flights. Okay. It's just what that means. It's just like when I get real luck. Get real luck when I spend money on travel. Okay. Or education. All right. So I take a sip of water and I hit y'all with the next point. In the meanwhile, ask me some questions in the chat. Anything that you specifically want to know. I'm gonna recollect myself after this splurge of energy. Okay. And I'm gonna pull a card. Mexico is beautiful. Hell yeah. Mexico is so beautiful. It really is. And I'm going to Mexico City this time. I've never been there. I was living in Playa del Carmen prior. So it's my first time in Mexico City. It's going to be something very interesting. Missy, I look at you and I laugh because I know you're the only one on here right now that knows that if you're still here, the juicy of Mexico City. It's about to get real weird, y'all. I tell y'all, I got hit with fate. I got hit with fate. Yeah, every Scorpio rising has a second house Sagittarius. It's cool, but I can also tell you this: when I was living in Thailand, um, I was coming off of California income when I first moved to Thailand, and when I tell you, I spent it's very idealistic. Second house in Sagittarius is very idealistic. It romanticizes uh, being optimistic in the face of suffering. Okay, so what am I talking about? I spent thousands of dollars just giving it away to people that I felt were less fortunate. And I promise you, that hurt. I thought up front that I was going to be good. I literally thought I was good. I was straight. I was like, I got stuff coming in. I was like, great, okay. Like Sag is all expansion, right? And talk money. So it's like we spend big, literally. Like we spend big or we don't, as long as the values are in alignment. So if you think about people in Thailand, okay, it's like the country is very poor. That bit me in the ass. I literally gave away more than I didn't have. Well, I did have, and then I just magically, like, things just. So this is the part to watch out for that I'm talking about. You have to watch out for the idealism of second house and Sag when it comes to money. It's like it's lucky. It comes back. It just keeps re-expanding, but it's also very difficult to know and separate, okay, from I can't save the world financially. I got to do it through teaching. Okay. The teacher, ninth house, Sagittarius energy is the mentor, it's the teacher. Okay. It's like the guru, the professor, the spiritual guru. So that is a form of currency, knowledge. Okay. Especially, let's say, what we're doing now, um, spiritual knowledge. That is the money. Okay. What is your book about? The book is called Objective Empathy. Okay. It is a workbook adventure to alleviate suffering. Straight like that. Objective Empathy, a workbook adventure to alleviate suffering. So I like it a lot because my book is about my life. It is my life. It's just written in a story format, but they're very short chapters, and after each chapter, there are workbook exercises, quote unquote. So like I was looking over one today of like real life experiences that I went through, of when I was in a phase of suffering and how I was basically completely misaligned with how I was responding to that suffering. And somewhere in my life, like for a week, I don't know what inspiration or made me do this, but I just stopped listening to music or watching TV. And that was some of the beginning of me being able to quiet my mind and practice stillness without even knowing what the fuck all that was yet. Like it just intuitively happened. And it was hard. It was hard because I can hear my mind more clearly, and I didn't like what I saw. So I didn't like what I heard. I didn't like what I saw. Like it was ugly in there. I was like, oh shit, these thoughts in here are ugly. So um, what am I saying? What I'm saying is in there on that particular lesson, I gave the story, whatever, and then I guided people on different steps and put like actionable steps, which is why it's a workbook adventure. Okay. Actionable steps on, hey, look, here's this challenge. For the next 7 days, try not to listen to music or TV. And then in the meanwhile, here's some replacements that you can do and blah, 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 blah. So, like, this is the book. And it's going through my life adventures through Hong Kong and Colombia and the US and all of it. Um, yes. Oh my God, same problem. I tried that saving the world, giving away my money. Ah! I have the lecture written about my life. Wow, writing a book as well. Yeah, this is dope. Okay, so here's what I want to thank you for that question, Secret. What do people need to know during this Venus and this Mercury retrograde before we go forward? Which just reminding me of the next point I'm about to start spitting knowledge on. Okay, here we go. This is forward. This is conflict. Okay, we just did two. Ooh, wow. I remember that this means go look at the moon. This is the current conflict. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to say conflict. This is not conflict. This is actually this is the reason we're going backwards. And then this is going to be what happens when we go forward. Oh, okay. So the reason we're going backwards, in order for you to get this download, I know already that this card, it's a fire card, but it tells you if you see the moon on his forehead, it tells you to go ahead and spend some time under the moonlight, which lets me know what? To get that today on a Scorpio moon, it literally lets me know to spend some time with your emotions, okay? To spend some time with your hidden desires, the secrets that you have unveiled, to spend some time with your feminine energy. This is a feminine energy card. All right. This is the transformation that we're going through as we go through this retrograde. Thank you guys for those thumbs up and those likes. You rock. I love you for that. This card is Lunar Force. It's ease in darkness. Wow, look at this. This is the transition we're going through right now. Didn't I just say it? Okay, look at that. I'm a genie. I'm a genie. Okay. It's feminine energy, lunar force, ease in darkness. The tiger hunts at night, at one with silence. When did we just talk about this? I said in the book we're talking about stillness. Okay, listen. It fears nothing. This is what we're going through right now. There's nothing to fear during the South Node in Scorpio. If you notice, what's different about this is if the South Node was in Taurus and then the North Node was in Scorpio, I would tell all of y'all to just run and cry, because that would be bad. Because that would mean we're going away from the simple things and we're going into the darkness, right? But it's very different. We're assessing the darkness so we can understand what is our foundation on, that we're moving forward. We got to get deep into the roots. Okay. So if Taurus is like the tree that we see and it's simple, it doesn't move, it's still. Scorpio is the roots that go super deep, where the roots are much bigger than the tree itself without being so rooted so deeply into the earth. Okay. The old earth turning and flipping the soil into the new earth, Capricorn and Pluto and all other Capricorn. As you get deeper into the roots and understand basically the underworld of yourself and why you were attached and valued relationships that were not for you, or why you disrespected relationships that were for you. Okay, so that's one more on me. Like, I don't want to say I don't want to say I necessarily disrespected relationships that was for me, but it was, I can say this, I didn't know how to handle healthy relationship dynamics. I was so accustomed to unhealthy that was familiar. That's the simplicity of it. You'll hear any psychologist tell you this. This is why we're doing AstroTherapy, baby, because y'all can get this work for free. Okay, all you gotta do is tune in and you trade your time and you get therapy. This is what we're doing right now. So what am I saying? I'm saying, yeah, as we move forward, I recognize, wow, being in the emotional chaos of an unhealthy dynamic is very easy for me, which is terrible. Okay, when you say it out loud, it's like, ugh, what? Being in a healthy relationship dynamic is hard. Well, why? Okay, this is what this card is telling you. You go to the roots. This is Moon and Scorpio right now, going over the South Node. This is the story, how it plays back. Understand the roots. So as I'm going back, I'm reading. I wrote this book 2 years ago, and I'm just finishing it now. Like, the book is written. The book was written, but I'm just going through 2 years later, and I'm finishing now. Okay, this is crazy. And as I do so, I'm reading my story. I'm reading how my mind was operating. What was it thinking about then? And I'm looking at myself, and it's very hard not to judge myself from 2 years ago to now. I'll be honest. It's very hard right now, but we're going through the work. I'm understanding the roots. And as hard as it is, the further I get into it, it's becoming very easy. I'm becoming more compassionate. I'm becoming a lot kinder with myself during this process and accepting that this is who you were and where you were 2 years ago, bro. And you was in a hurt place. You were hurt and you weren't fully accepting how badly you were hurt. Not direct pain, more so the pain of the recognition that unhealthy relationship dynamics have existed in my life and I was watering them. So this is South Node in Scorpio now going over the Moon in Scorpio. But all that now is not really that hard. Okay, 2 years later, I'm able to step outside of myself, accept that this was hindsight, and realize, oh, you're actually in a fucking phenomenal position. So don't play yourself, Pete. This is what this is saying right now. It is fearless in the darkness. It fears nothing. It's at one with silence. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness. This is especially for my ladies, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Look at this. Wow. Sensuality, which is Taurus, North Node and Taurus, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. And the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking In the potent calm, go grab some tea, ladies and gentlemen. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. If that ain't Scorpio moon today, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is feminine energy, Scorpio. Capricorn, 3 planets. Mars, sex drive, Capricorn. Mercury, retrograde, Capricorn, feminine energy. Venus, feminine, between Taurus and Libra, feminine and Capricorn. Listen, wow, that was powerful. When you're out of balance, you're overstimulated. Are you overstimulated? When you're in balance, you're passionate, you're strong, and you're sensual. I'll be honest. My voice right now, it may even feel, I can almost want to mistake myself for being overstimulated, but this is pure passion right now. I feel so passionate right now. And like, I do feel strong. I do feel sensual. I'm literally having sensual thoughts before this live, but all of it's been quiet this whole day. I got so much energy right now because I ain't talked to nobody. I didn't talk to nobody today. I was quiet as hell all day. I talked to my book. I got it done. I talked to Capricorn work ethic. I got it done. To bring into balance, candle gazing. Gaze at some candles. Damn, my candle's over there. I would have lit this up for y'all, but whatever. This is the transition we're going through right now, ladies and gentlemen. Before I talk to you about the path forward, let me check in with your comments. Destined to travel. Hell yeah. What's your book about? Got it. Oh my God, same problem. I tried to say, yep, got that. How do you interpret dreams? Dreams, yeah. That shit comes so natural to me. I don't know. I think it's my Pluto and Scorpio 12th house with my Scorpio ascendant conjunct. Dreams are just natural. That's how I interpret dreams. I've been having weird dreams since the full moon in Cancer. Actually, since Venus retrograde. I don't want my ex, but he comes to my mind when I try to resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't resist. Don't bury it. Don't bury it, because this is exactly what you're going to attract. And it's going to keep cycling. This is also what happens during these retrogrades right now. But I'll explain that in a second. It feels so exhausting. He's a Gemini. Well, if he was a Gemini, understand that if you know you don't want him in your life, claim it and act and move like that person would. You have to move and act in integrity. The way Capricorn would, you have to act and move like the version of you who does not want him in your life. Understand that he will likely be unconsciously projecting himself into your dreams. Why? Because he's a Gemini. So Gemini is just constantly thinking, okay? And Geminis are problem solvers. So when it comes to love, they try to solve the problem from an intellectual standpoint, and they're detached from the emotions. They literally try to rationalize their emotions. So what does that mean? They're going to keep thinking about a problem that can only be solved probably emotionally, which means they won't solve the problem, which means that they will think about you so much that they will enter, if you allow them to, your dream space. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So what you can do, you can try this. Close your eyes. I want you to imagine a blue orb of energy. And within this blue orb, nothing can get in and nothing can get out, which means that your energy will become contained within itself, and you can begin to basically become and use your emotional intelligence to understand what emotions that you're experiencing are yours, which is emotional intelligence, and be able to differentiate what emotions are his. And then you can begin to purify that process as you imagine this blue orb wrapped around your body. What I like to do, and I was never taught this, but it works for me, when something invades my blue orb space, my orb now turns red. And red now means attack mode. It literally means whoever comes in this shit, if you tried to force your way through, I'm going to rip your shit apart. My spirit guides and my guardians, I give them green light to fuck them up. All right. I hope that helped you, because it fucking helps me. I be eating motherfuckers alive. Don't ever try to come in my space without my permission. All right, here we go. I'm feeling so fucking raw today. I won't even lie to you. Raw. All right. Here's what is the path forward. Here's the path forward. I thank y'all for staying in, checking in. Ask any questions. Definitely hit that like and subscribe. Right now, we are at 45 people coming to on Saturday the Emotional Jazz Freedom Concert, the Emotional Freedom Concert. I got the Italian jazz artist Alessandro Barrera. He's coming through. He's going to be live checking in. Talk to them today from Italy just to confirm. Right now, I had to move it from 30 spots available. I opened it back up now to 88 spots. And I don't know what the hell's going on, but every day, like 4 or 5 people are just signing up. I don't know any of these people either. They're just coming out of the woodworks. It's like, this is awesome. Here's the path forward during this transition on the retrograde. This card is asking you to be patient. It's asking you to be a secret keeper. Wow, I had to go through that today, actually. And it's asking you to check in hiding inner treasures. This is Scorpio. Wow, this is literally Scorpio North Node. Wow, I mean South Node. Literally, literally, literally. Okay, listen. Patient. Scorpio's hella patient. Okay, it'll have you wait for years to just get its desire, to secure the desire. It'll wait for years. It'll plan for years. Secret keeper. Everybody know. If there's anybody I wanted to keep my secrets, it'd probably be a Scorpio. Unless I plan on betraying them, then that's the worst thing. It's the worst person you want to have your secrets if you plan on betraying them. But if not, best person ever. And hiding your inner treasures. This is the path forward during this transition on these retrogrades. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Look at that. Come on. Focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Capricorn energy. You get to push forward and decide where, how, who you value, and the attachments that you have to a person or things, how you push them things forward. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they can achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. This is Capricorn, okay? Capricorn's very shallow in a way that people don't understand. Capricorn can get very insecure when it does not receive praise, especially it can begin to doubt itself. This doubt is coming up on these retrogrades in Capricorn, on Venus, on Mercury, on Mars. It's not in retrograde, but our actions, if not awarded, especially not for something we didn't work for, but something that we did earn, and then it goes away, it really hurts the Capricorn personality. So be careful relying on an external locus of control right now. It will destroy you. Do not take your inner gift for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead them to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. Okay, this is like the shadow of like Cancer. Okay, the withdrawal part, Capricorn does the same thing. They withdraw when they're depressed. They shut down when that 1% of the plan goes to shits. They just fall apart. It's like they went that high on the mountain to just tumble down. So be careful with that, especially when you talk your life's work. It's a Capricorn work. Protecting their deepest desires, Mars and Capricorn right now. Okay. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. This is the path forward during this transition. Reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When you're out of balance, you're feeling reluctant, you're gripping, and you clam up. Wow. When you're out of balance, you're reluctant, you're gripping, and you're clamming up. When you're in balance, you feel blessed, generous, and masterful. To bring yourself into balance, share something. So I'm going to ask everybody right now in the chat, share something. I want you to share your inner gift. I want you to share your inner light. What do you value about yourself? I would like for you to just go ahead and type that into the chat, because this is a path forward, and it's going to help you to reassure that there's no reason to doubt your abilities. There's no reason to doubt your gifts. There's no reason to doubt your inner desires. There's no reason to doubt your accomplishments, or if you didn't accomplish something to the extent that you wish you did yet. Listen, check in with the comments, see what y'all saying. Thank y'all for voting. I appreciate y'all on that. Ready to rumble. Oh yeah, look at that. 11-11-22 on the thing. Who needs direction? What's the direction you need? I see somebody voted. I need direction. Okay, imagine we are like a real big magnet pulling in a lot of good stuff. This is what's happening. So right now, everybody listen, I'm going to type my answer as well. I want you to say I want you to share one thing. Share one thing that you're proud of. That you are proud of. Okay. Right now, I'm proud of uh yo, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm proud of seeing a photo with 73 subscribers this week. And now I have, I don't know, 1.37K. I did it. I just shared it. This is my proud moment. In my photo, I think 2 years ago, I don't know the real time frame. I saw a photo pull back up when I was in Thailand. I was living in Thailand. And I had two cameras. I had a picture. I just put it up. I had a picture in Thailand. I have to show you this. I had a picture in Thailand holding two cameras. And I was taking an odd job where honestly it was unethical. I was doing film work for stuff that I didn't believe in. I didn't know I didn't believe in it yet. So I didn't really judge myself too hard after 2 years later because it was that experience that helped me realize this is not my cup of tea. But your boy was out in Thailand hustling, doing what I needed to do. And I'm gonna show you this picture. Literally, I was out in Thailand doing what I needed to do, doing this unethical shit. It was one of the most fun experiences ever. Um, I got paid a wad of cash. They just went to the ATM, took out the max for like just a couple hours, literally just for the next couple hours. And there was a lot of funky shit happening, let's just say. There was a lot of funky, questionable things going down. Um, I was in the red light district. That's your hint. All right. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's your hint. And I was holding space with these Mexicans and these Frenchmen, and um, it was weird. It was super weird and whatever. During this time frame, okay, YouTube is what I still wanted to do, but I only had 73 subscribers. I could not sustain off of YouTube. So my particular proud moment that I'm sharing is I am today sustaining and flourishing from just YouTube alone. And that's fucking dope. I'm super proud of that. I'm not at 73 and I can now do more ethical work that's in alignment with who I am and what I am and continue to travel the world. So this is my shared moment. This is the path forward. I want you guys to share. Let's check it all out. Okay, Lily says she's sharing her outstanding work ethic. Way to be proud of that. I know you got a sixth house stellium, so that's lit. Thank you, Pernell. I will hold on to the blue orb. Boom. Appreciate the perspective on this. Hell yeah. And remember, let that orb go red. If shit wants to disrespect your bounty, go red. Honestly, go red. Just imagine it red. And red is like Spider-Man's instant kill mode. If anybody's seen the Avengers, okay? It's like instant kill mode. It's like everything dies that goes past that barrier. Um, I'm an incest, drug abuse, prostitute survivor. Wow. Good for you. Glad to have you here with such good energy today. I even quit psychiatric drugs a year ago. Another good for you. Hell yeah. 7 pills a day. Out of there. Well done. I'm doing okay. And the lecture is running. My whole life ahead of me. And I'm proud of me. Hell yeah. You should definitely be fucking proud. I mean, that's like I mean, how could you not be? How could you not be? And you know what? Understand this, sweetie. You are more than just a survivor. The fact that you're able to come on here and talk about this. No one talk. Let me tell you something about trauma. Okay, no one talks about trauma until they have healed a tremendous amount. You don't get to talk about the most traumatic shit publicly out there online. Okay, you can theoretically understand that this is just you just shared this with 14 to 1300 people on my personal channel. Okay, no one talks to 1300 people about something traumatic if they didn't do a tremendous amount of healing. So what am I saying? I'm saying you're not a survivor. You're thriving. Okay? I want you to understand that this is Capricorn and Venus. Like you get to value the legacy that you have sustained, which is being able to come on here so right now for the moment with integrity and say, you know what? Some of these days still aren't the best, but fuck yeah, go me. Okay? I want you to literally say that. Fuck yeah, go me. So fuck yeah, go you, Tammy. All right? You lecture about trauma. You see what I'm saying? Bang! Look at that. Look at that. How many people have you helped? How many people are now thriving because of you? And now you get to come on a channel where it's like you get to talk that shit out loud even further. Your reach gets to expand. You know, hearing that right there just made me want to be like, what can I do? And I'm going to ask you that right now. What can I do to help expand this particular message? Even if this is for me to just be able to go on there and um, we can even schedule a live together. Okay, you literally said you lecture people on, you lecture about trauma. Okay, great. My entire channel was using astrology to alleviate suffering. So let's fucking do the work together. Let's go out there. Take my contact. I'm gonna send you an email. What's my email? PernellBobby at Zodiac. No, dot Zodiac. And I want you to literally email me, girl. And if you feel comfortable, we're gonna come on. We're gonna set a live at zodiac at gmail.com. We're gonna start a live and you're gonna come on the channel. I'm gonna send you a Zoom link and then we're gonna share our screen and then we're gonna talk that talk. Okay. And this is gonna be something that you and I would discover prior about what you want to do, how you want to do it, so that no boundaries are crossed. We'll set the lines on whatever that looks like. And if you want to come on there, if you I don't know what and how you lecture. So we'll get that when we talk. Um, but let's just say, for example, that you're just like, boom, I want to go out there and tell my story. And then from there, we work on like the things that you did in order to overcome that moment and turn it into some form of glory. Okay. So I hope that's something that sounds dope. I love the community all really cheering you up and sitting there saying, hoorah, fuck yeah, Tammy from Israel. You better go ahead, rock star. You better go ahead, ready to rumble, ready to rumble. So here, oh wow, so exciting. Yeah, do shoot me that email because I'm a very serious human being. Okay, it's Capricorn season. Shit's real. I don't really joke. I don't joke. I mean exactly what I say. So if you're serious about it too, let's fucking get it. Let's get it. I'm rumbling. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Now, here's why I said something like on the thumbnail. Uh, are you prepared to blast off? Here's the most exciting thing. Do you all feel the new earth? Lily was the one telling me about this. Do you all feel the new earth, the new energetic frequency that is now calibrating, realigning, charging the fuck up for something that is about to be so big in 2022? Shit's about to go down. I know y'all feel it. Now, here's the magic. Uranus is no longer retrograde. Thank God for me, because Jesus, that's like my whole identity, as well as like first house, seventh house, as well as my significant relationships. All that being in retrograde going through Uranus was like, whoa, thank God that's done. Okay, great. January 29th, Venus retrograde goes direct. Whew, 3 more days. Okay. In Israel, I think it's already 2 more days. Okay, bang. February 3rd, Mercury retrograde goes back direct. Whew. So what are we saying? From February 3rd to April 29th, for the first time in a long time, there will be not a single planet in retrograde. Do y'all know what that means? Rev those motherfucking engines, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Green light. I have a one-on-one client I'm working with for the next like 24 weeks, right? And I was talking to her and she has her I gave her a report. I think she's in university right now for her doctorate degree. And she was getting ready to do all these like Capricorn type things. And I had told her, it's like, no, 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 baby girl, hold on, hold on, hold on. Here's what we know we got to do up front. You could do this right now. But if you do this right now up front, you prep your shit right now. This is the time frame where the amount that you can get done with Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn energy, all out of retrograde, and Mars, where it's exalted, Venus, where it's like, it's like we don't play that shit. Okay. Mercury, where like your mind is able to match your work drive and the fact that you don't play that shit, the fact that that you value real shit, integrity and discipline, responsibility, all of the things that you're valuing. Now we're gonna put all that energy forward motion, not in retrograde, aka we're not working against the tides, but we're swimming with that bitch. You know how fast you swim when you swim with the tide? Okay, you could float and the tide will take you, right? And you'll move pretty fast. But if you make a plan, literally, if you get real methodical, if you do astrology forecast for yourself and you recognize, hey, look, on February 15th, this is what I'm gonna do. March 30th, this is what's gonna happen. April 15th, this is what's gonna happen. If you have the plan during this time frame, this is going to be the most magical blast off moment that you have had in a very long time. This is that fuck me long time energy. Okay. This is that one. This is the one. This is the one. February 3rd to April 29th. All planets are in forward motion. Blast off. And guess what? We starting off with Capricorn energy, which is cardinal and pushing forward. This brings us in through March, late March into April. What season is that? Huh? 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 Aries season? Oh my God, wait. So you got an earth energy cardinal, Capricorn, that pushes forward, but it's still slow. Okay. It's still brick by brick, brick by brick. But guess what, baby girl? Guess what, baby boy? Aries season is on the motherfucking rise. What does that mean? That earth forward energy and cardinal sign of Capricorn is now in a fire sign of cardinal energy. While there's no retrogrades, yo, you better hold your panties. You better hold on tight because I promise you they're going to fall off. You're going to move so fast. You're going to be jumping out the goddamn window. You're going to literally be jumping out. Y'all, y'all, this Super Saiyan mode, baby. Aries rising up in the check. Okay, look at your career. Your Aries rising. Your career is on blast off. And you about to get hella guap. I already did the report for Aries risings. You about to get hella guap. There's going to be a day in February. There's gonna be 2 days where it's gonna look like your money's not coming at the rate that it's supposed to. I don't remember the dates right now. I don't have my agenda. My agenda is in the kitchen right now. Look at that. I was doing work in the kitchen. It's not even right. It should be left for food only. But it is what it is. But Capricorn, I mean Aries rising, your career, you should. What I want to tell you for Aries rising is, when you get the opportunity to, and you have to create the opportunity, but it's there for you. Ask for a raise. I don't know what you do for work, but ask for a raise. Go ahead and take the raise. Like, you got to take it though. Don't expect it to be given to you, because Capricorn is I decide to use, okay, my superpowers. So you have to decide to use your power to take it. So if you ask for the raise, and I know from basically now to February, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Aries midheaven. Okay, go get it. That means that's your career. That's literally your career. Oh wow, my phone is geeking over here. It started moving by itself. I don't know what the fuck that's about. You see it? They watching me. Yo, that's your career. 10th house for Aries rising specifically, though. I know the 10th house is going through the transit for Aries rising, and you have Uranus second house, which is money and value system. So, AKA, your money that you get to ask for, the raise you get to ask for, is directly dependent on the value. So, like, I'm a Scorpio rising, but I'm still an Aries. I take both reports, and I've always seen them to be like hand in hand match up. And it's like, during this Venus retrograde, somewhere in, like, I had Christmas and what's that other holiday? I had Christmas and New Year prices. And after that Christmas and New Year's, I already had made the plan. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, please make the plan. Capricorn requires you to be methodical. Do not take this shit lightly. I'm talking very loud, very clear for a reason. I say this because I am an Aries Sun, Aries Rising, Aries Mercury. Okay. That's a lot of firepower that may not really care to work on the plan. It's just like push this shit forward and I'll regenerate and I'll recover and I'll be able to push forward again. Okay, that's one way, but that's the unevolved Aries energy. Instead, it's like I set these plans are set from like I don't even know back in November. I knew when my prices were going to raise, and I made sure that I kept that non-negotiable. So you got to be in integrity though. You can't the Capricorn energy. You have to be in integrity. You can't fuck around with Cap energy. Okay, you can't lie. You can't cheat. You can't do something outside of your own ethics. Okay, especially on a public scale, especially publicly. So don't switch some shit up or don't what am I trying to say? Don't lie. Okay? Don't lie. You can never lie. You can't lie during this season. If you're gonna get caught, it's gonna be stupid. So what am I saying? I had the plan knowing Christmas, New Year's, I was going to create X prices, I was gonna have X systems, and I was gonna cut my natal readings. I literally said this in January, I was gonna cut my natal readings. So December, them shits was jumping. Great, I made space for that. In January, I cut the times, I cut the possibilities, I cut the amount of bookings that can happen in a day. And I said, I'm going to focus on my book. And I said, as a part of that, I'm going to raise my one on one prices. I'm going to shift gears, work on one, the plan, the method. I'm doing this for example, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Make the method, bump on one. I said I'm going to cap myself at 2 to 3. Then I'm going to work on my book. Okay, a legacy, a tool I use. Capricorn, this tool. I'm going to bump that book, bump it here, and delegate my other time to more YouTube videos and more like Aquarius season because I had a feeling I was going to know. I know Aquarius season how to implement the plan. I say all of that to help understand this Capricorn energy. If I only relied on my Aries energy and I didn't get that grounded plan and method involved, it would just be like all over. It would be like I'm pushing, I'm taking what I want, but it may not be what I need. So by the time we get to Aries season, mid March and late March up to April, all planets are out of retrograde. Push that thing. No more retrograde. Hell yeah. Aries moon and rising and moon. Bang, love it. The salmon. Oh, very strong energy. Very high vibes. Very strong energy. I appreciate you. Let's do it. I feel it and literally feel myself vibrating higher and higher. I gotta clear my throat on this one. Can you get much higher? Ooh. Can you get much higher? Oh. Yes. Yes, you can go much higher. I'm rumbling. Yes, I will write you. Thank you so much. 2022, very big gang. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I see y'all. I see y'all. I see y'all. Yo, this shit is gangster. Okay. Okay. Well, the question I had in my head when I looked at this card was, as all planets go forward, what can we expect? To be honest, I have no idea what the hummingbird is about, but I do know that it's an air card, which often means look at the objective plan, which would be like Aquarius air type energy, which we are in Aquarius season. Okay. So that already tells me a little bit like our conscious realizations is about what we know. Okay. With the moon now in Scorpio going over to self-notice, what do we know about our hidden elements that are building the foundation to move forward into a more solid foundational ground towards North Node, where we value ourselves, we value our worth. Our worth matches the values of Venus. Venus is run by Taurus, all by making sure that our integrity is in alignment with our actions, our mind, and our attachments to things, substances, or people. Okay. Yeah. Does anybody know where Venus is exalted. Is it exalted in Pisces? Because if so, that's great. My Pisces is in Venus this year for its transit, which would be great. Let me find this hummingbird for y'all. This is a good time to ask me any questions. But beyond that, I would also like to I would also like to have each of you, there's 5 of you in here right now. I would like to have each of you, and I'm going to type it myself as well, just for confirmation, for affirmation, for the universe to hear you out loud. I would like for you to share one project, passion, thing that you're working on that may be long term. Okay, Capricorn energy, one long term project that you're working on. So like for me, this one is simple. um this one is simple. I'm typing it right now. I'll check the workbook adventure to alleviate suffering. I could have had some typos in there. If so, leave me alone. This is my one long term project. um but I've committed to every day. Right now I'm on page 19 out of 145. I've edited, going back 2 years later, the book's finished. It's 145 pages. It was 147 when I started, but right now, from the editing so far, I'm back on 19 pages out of 145. It's a long term project, but I've committed to the plan of one chapter a day. Okay. Of me going back over and through that. You're working on your book. Tammy, share something about your book. Share something about your book out there. The more we go ahead and omit, I think the more the universe is really listening. I quite frankly believe this right now, that is that I know the universe is always listening, but I'm gonna be honest, I think it's listening a little bit more clearly, especially when we got all these things coming out of retrograde. I think it's listening to a point where it's like, yeah, baby, if you ask me, I'm gonna give it. Okay, because Jupiter is in Pisces. If you can dream the dream tonight, what Jupiter sextile Jupiter tonight is sextile Scorpio. It could be trining, but it might be sextiling. I don't know, but it's doing Pisces and Scorpio in the moon. So this is our private life and what we've discovered deeply about our desires, uh, and how our imagination, if we believe it, Pisces, Jupiter is I believe, literally. Jupiter in Pisces is I believe. If you believe it, what you're hidden, what you desire, and you want to bring as Scorpio goes over the South Node, those hidden desires out into 2 weeks later, the Earth, okay, which is Taurus. 2 weeks later, the moon will then be in Taurus, where we now physically feel all of our 5 senses completely activated in the worth of what you believe. Jupiter in Pisces. Planning to go back to film school. I love it. And I love it because I was talking to somebody about making a film, and the homeboy's in Mexico, and I'm going to be in Mexico. So we were going to meet in Portugal, but he's already in Mexico, and I'm going to be there next month. So fuck yeah. Going to film school and learn to play 2 instruments. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate you on that. As everything goes forward, here's how we're going to feel. Okay, y'all gonna like this. I really am a fucking genie. Okay, here we go. The hummingbird, as the retrogrades go forward, February 3rd to April 29th, we're gonna feel positive, enthusiastic, and spiritually resourceful. Okay. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. That's because the retrogrades, once they finish, all that energy has been storing up. It's like storing your kundalini energy. Okay, let's say for men, if they don't ejaculate and they focus on being spiritually resourceful, okay, let's say keeping their sacral energy inside their body, ejaculating up the spine rather than out into the thin air. This is like spiritual resourcefulness in a sense. Let's say for a male. So what am I saying? When I do that, and when men do that, we're feeling more positive, enthusiastic, and guess what? Being spiritually resourceful, testosterone is a protection mechanism from the dopamine of the oxytocin reaction women go through when they fall in love with a man because of sexual intercourse. So it's like a different hormonal process, let's say for women, right? Women, when they have sex, they get this a different version of attachment than a man because they're having oxytocin, the same levels that the same attachment they have with their baby. uh, Literally the one that sucks their nipples, okay, literally the one that sucks their nipples, that same nourishment attaching to the baby. Women, when they have sex with a man, they have that attachment to us, in a sense, to the male. Now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because males don't have that same attachment. They get the dopamine response from sex, but there's a certain gene that doesn't attach them on the same emotional level. Okay, they don't have the same like attachment. So what am I saying? Spiritually resourceful. As we move forward in retrograde, what this is like, what that does, at least from the male side, is if they can hold their nut, okay, or ejaculate up the spine, you can still have sex, but if they don't blow it out and they can keep it in, they have more protection from old relationships, literally from old. I don't. I almost want to say from old skanks trying to pull back up on you on a retrograde. Okay, but it don't have to be a skank, so I'm not gonna go there. But it could be a skank. But they have more. They literally have a hormonal protection as an aid that makes them more resourceful with their energy, their positivity, and their enthusiasm. Because once that male does a nut, he's way more likely to not get into arguments. He's way now more likely to get into to not be able to hold safe space for a woman or for anybody, okay, for his family, and to become much more of a savage during this time frame. So like I say all that to say like this is what a retrograde kind of does for all of us. It's like holding that sperm in if you were that male in that scenario where you're now more stable. You're now have no need to be argumentative. Even if somebody did some wild shit with you, they should get yelled at. You can reserve yourself because you're not out of balance. You have your reserves. You have what protects you from such a connection. Let's say what oxytocin dopamine is not mm, drawing you out of alignment. Okay. Thank you all for your likes. I appreciate y'all on that. Uh, this is what happens in retrograde. We all go forward. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it learned where to gather nectar and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. So, what I want to ask you now in the chat is where do you get your nectar from? Where do you return to rejuvenate? Because that's what's happening on this 1, 2, 3 Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde. Okay. That's what's happening. It's asking you to return and identify first in the chat, real quick. Where do you get your nectar? Where do you rejuvenate? How do you rejuvenate? This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually it involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. This is everything feminine. Excuse me. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet. Every moment is worth savoring. When you're out of balance, you're feeling pushy, insistent, and sharp. When you're in balance, you're feeling smart, curious, and you love to learn. To bring yourself into balance, take a class. So as we come out of this retrograde, you may be taking a class, understanding that, like, right, this YouTube chat can be considered a class. Okay. You could be taking on a mentor. That could be a class. You could be literally studying your instrument. Like I saw somebody say in here, you could be studying 2 instruments. That's a class that you're taking. This is what you can expect going forward when the retrogrades come out. You can expect to basically take a class, and it's going to be something that helps something to do with your spiritual resources for how you recharge, to finding the nectar. Okay. Okay. I see one nectar right here taking daily walks and talks about purpose. Yo, I took a walk today and it's fucking cold. It was cold, yo. I had wore 2 socks and shoes, and my feet were numb on the floor outside. It was really annoying, but I needed that walk. It was part of my replenishment because I was working. I was working hard today. I'm working hard every day, but whatever. What we got? The book is my life story. Can't get better than that. It's a story of the low places I've been in life and how it was weird to not know who I really am. Oh, I know, girl, I'm going through the same thing. I'm like, fuck, how could I do this? How could I miss this? Ugh, I was so naive. It's about the strength to endure some impossible things. Absolutely. Amen. I have an idea for an entire series. Hashtag changing TV. Bet I'm down for that. On some real shit. We can get the film going. Writing my passion. You've inspired me to finish my book, 20 to Life. Wow. In the ghetto. You don't have to sentence me to prison when you force me to live like this. Yo, talk that talk. Talk that talk. Lord knows I was on a corner of some dumbass prison sentences, but I didn't have to cross the line. Thank God they didn't get me. I'm working on my business. What up, Cav? How you doing? What's the business, Cav? Bring that into existence. Like bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Like Tammy, she's like, I'm working on my book. She gave the description. Let the universe hear you. Say it with your chest. The book will have photos and messages I got through art and graffiti. Yeah, that's litty. That's super litty. I thank y'all for sharing that. I thank y'all for sharing what nourishes you, because understand, here's what's so magic about the age of Aquarius, right? You may think that the way you recharge and rejuvenate, that y'all all just sharing right now, you may think that the way you recharge and rejuvenate is just pointless. It's like, oh, I just do this for myself and, whatever. But what you don't realize is there are people that are not even on this live that will watch this later, 5 days later, and no one else is going to be here. No one else is going to know. And they're going to see what you did to rejuvenate, what you did to replenish your nectar. What will your nectar look like? How you get there? What does it make you feel like? And you might have saved somebody's life. You might have helped somebody else going through the impossible. As a teacher myself, let's just say, I've had to understand and realize. I was just talking to Secret just 2 days ago about, or yesterday, I don't know what the day is. And I was just talking to her about my Leo and Jupiter, ninth house. Okay, this is where my teaching placement is at. And it's like, if I get egotistical about what I teach, when I teach, especially if I stop teaching when I don't receive the praise or the attention the way a Leo would want to, and it's toxic and it's shadow, then I'm out of balance and I'm doing a disservice, not only to other people, but more importantly to myself, literally, by not being charitable in the way that I am. Okay. By getting myself out of balance. So it's like, thank you for taking a moment to share what nourishes you, what you respect as for your spiritual resources and how you rejuvenate. Because I promise you, you just help somebody that you don't even know. And I think there's nothing more beautiful than to be able to do something from a selfless standpoint where you don't receive any tangible gains in return. It does not get better than that for us to be able to just be grateful. Also get plenty of rest, stay away from the gossip and toxic energy. Hell yeah. Thank you. You're all beautiful people. Hell yeah. I really do love y'all. I love the community that I've been seeing build over time. Absolutely. And I appreciate how much y'all don't judge. Uh, it's one thing to say you don't judge, but it's another one to actually be a part of people that really don't judge. That's magical. Okay, me, you want to create a space for everyone to relate in the world based on their life story and replenish to the soul and the spirit. So you got to talk to Secret, because Secret Balance and I were just talking exactly about, see what happens when you speak that shit into the universe, Kev? I'm about to put you on game and you don't even know what's about to happen to you, homie. You don't even know what's about to happen to you yet. You got to talk to Secret. Hopefully she's still in here, because we literally were just talking about investing and creating the space for us to relate in the world. Literally, uh, I will say primarily, let's say the quote unquote spiritual community, okay, for us to have the astrologer under one building with the plant medicine shamans under the same building with the musical instructors who focus on sound therapy through instrument and natural sounds. Like, the bell. Okay, I'm hit it again, bang. And those people also under the same roof with, let me hit it again, with the, I don't know, but in that roof, let's say we have the people doing a documentary of the entire process to spread the word and the vision about all of those teachers, healers, okay, empaths under that one roof. So this is the magic. You speak that shit into existence. Okay. Any questions? It's a good time to ask. Within the next 3 minutes, I shall take my leave, reserve the rest of my energy. I have an astrology therapy session with somebody in the morning. I have no idea what place she's located in, but I would like to save some energy and be able to give her my best. So it's a good time to ask any questions before I move to the next endeavor, which will be a hot ass shower, a warm cup of tea, some honey, a little apple vinegar in there with some lemon. Clear out that throat. And that hot shower with the aromatherapy. Put that lavender oil, that lavender and that olive oil with the pine on my body. Got to go massage my body and massage my feet. It's literally about to happen. Good night, souls. I appreciate this time spent together. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Y'all rock. I thank you for liking this. Pull up to the event. Obviously, email list is at the top of the chat. That's where you can find the majority of things happening off this platform. We all get to connect. And that said, I love you all. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful stories, your beautiful souls with other people that you don't even know. That is incredible. That is courageous. That is brave. That is valuable. You fucking matter. You're fucking awesome. I love you. I love you. I love you. Good night.